I'm here today with Colleen and Wendy, who are with TAAG, the Animal Assistance Group. Thanks for joining us. And not only am I here with Colleen and Wendy, I am here with Whiskers and Toast. How are they doing today?
Great.
And they traveled well?
So far, so good.
So good. Whiskers and Toast are looking for a new home. They're currently being fostered, and we're going to get into that. But we also have a fundraising event coming up this weekend.
We do.
And Colleen, you are a board member. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this upcoming fundraising event?
So it's a family yard sale event, and it's going to be on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday the 14th at 254 Letcher Street from 10 till 2. And there's going to be a ton of yard sale items, and they'll all be $1 donation or more, depending on what you want to give. But we also have Inflate the Fun donated a huge inflatable bouncy house with a slide for the day. Yeah. Robert's Catering donated his grill time. He's going to be grilling up 3 different types of sausages and hot dogs.
That's awesome.
Tynes Bakery and Cups and Cones donated a bunch of baking.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and we'll have really exciting balloons and signs and stuff up there that were also donated. So it's going to be a really great event.
Oh, that's great. It's great when the community comes together for such an important event. Will they be? I think Whiskers is trying to escape on us,
my goodness.
She's got something to say. Maybe she wants something to say. Will the animals be there this weekend at the event?
There will be kittens that are available for adoption that will be in a closed catio, so people will be able to visit with the kittens. Okay. And there'll be adoption forms there as well for anybody that's interested in filling out an adoption form.
Okay, which is a great segue for me to talk to Wendy right now. And Wendy, you're a foster mommy.
I am.
How many animals are you currently fostering?
I'm currently fostering these 2. Okay. They have been with me Toast has been with me for maybe 2 weeks, and Whiskers there maybe about a week now. Okay. And that's pretty typical for timelines as to how long I usually have them. I've had some for up to about a month before. Okay. But they tend to go, when they're this cute, they tend to go pretty quickly.
They're both beautiful. Now, they both have stories, so why don't you tell us a little bit about Toast?
So Toast was taken in as a stray kitten from the downtown area, and Toast has a bit of a sad story because she was found to be surviving off eating insects. Mm-hmm. So when we took her in, she wasn't in the greatest condition, but we've given her, a bath. She's been vet checked, and she's gaining weight nicely now, which is great to see. She's got a nice coat on her now, so it's
very healthy looking cat.
Yeah, and she's very sweet in her personality for coming from a situation like that.
That's right. So what did you do to foster her care, and how did you get her to better health into having a shiny coat and a cute little face?
A lot of good quality food helps, and I have 3 kids who love to interact with the kittens. I give them a lot of socialization and a lot of snuggles. We'll be perfectly honest, they love to snuggle with the kittens.
So those of you out there watching and are interested in adopting little Toast, maybe tell about her temperament and how they get along well with your children.
Oh yeah, so Toast is very, very sweet. She's definitely a cuddle bug. She loves a lot of human interaction. I'm in a situation where I have dogs as well, so I've been introducing Toast to the dogs. And she's doing very well, interacting with them also. I do have 2 other of my own cats. Okay. So learning how to cat for Toast has been very beneficial. And she's very playful. She's very typical for a kitten. She likes to run around, chase springs and toys. So,
hey, Heidi does too, and she's going to be on shortly to help us with the animals. So stay tuned for that when Heidi comes out to hold them. Now, what about Whiskers?
Whiskers was another foundling, so we got a call one night. A couple of young ladies had secured her in their house, which was wonderful. So I went over and I picked her up. She was adopted out, however, it didn't work out, and sometimes that does happen, so I've taken her back in. She's a beautiful cat. She was already fixed when we got her, so she's been vet checked as well and vaccinated, and she's now looking for her new forever home. Okay. She's, again, very, very snuggly. She gets along with the dogs, but not as well as Toast does.
But that's important to note for those who out there who want to adopt an animal and might already have an animal. Okay, so how long have you been adopting or fostering?
I've been doing this, I think, for almost a year now. Okay. And in the last year, I've probably had maybe 30 kittens come through, give or take.
Oh, wow. Now, question to you, how many foster parents do you have? Is that a tough question?
It varies because we, especially in the summertime, we find a lot of people aren't available that may do it during the year.
Vacations or whatnot.
And it's very hard to find foster homes at this time of the year. But it can be anywhere between 15 to 25 usually, depending.
Okay. Now, I know with the past year with the pandemic ongoing and, people losing their jobs, not able to afford their animals. I know there's a lack of veterinarians in the Sioux right now, and going across is obviously not an option. Have you noticed a drop-off in fostering?
We have noticed the drop in fostering for sure. It's everything's been more difficult for us since COVID, but definitely a drop off.
And an increase in animals who need to be fostered
Unfortunately,
as well.
yes, there's been an increase, but how many animals we need. A lot of people can't afford to keep their pets anymore,
Right.
or they adopt a pet from someone and then they can't get a vet to take care of the cat, so then they approach us.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we can't bring the cats across the river like we
That's
usually
right.
do to help people spay and neuter. So it's definitely
been a
caused
challenge.
a problem, yeah.
Okay, well, we're here to help you solve that problem. So I think we're going to take these kitties out and show off, especially this little one here, Puss in Boots, this little white shoe girl here. I don't know, how old is Whiskers? Is a year, you
I
think?
think between a year to a year and a half.
Okay, cool. Vanna, are you there? Will you take Whiskers? Heidi Ivany, the one and only, is here to show off these beautiful kitties. Now, Heidi is a cat lover as well, so. Oh, like, look at these shoes on this kitty. I just love them. That's a beautiful little coat. So this is Whiskers. If you are interested in adopting Whiskers, contact TAAG. Can you provide the contact information in which they can?
Yes, you can on Facebook. You can just contact the TAAG Facebook site. You
Okay.
can contact myself, Colleen Grisdale.
Okay.
And you can also go to the website,
Okay.
which is animalassistancegroup.org, and there are adoption forms right on there.
Okay.
But we do provide paper forms as well if needed.
Okay. Is there a cost difference between ages in cats or animals or?
Well, so typically, like an animal that's over 5 to 6 months, we fix before they're always fixed
Right.
before we adopt them
Okay.
out. So they're $125,
Okay.
but that's already included all of their shots and their
good.
spay or neuter. Kittens are $125. They will have had their first set of shots, and we refund $25 when you get the cat fixed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now we do have special pricing for like senior cats, or occasionally we get cats that need to go together in pairs because they're bonded.
I was going to ask that. Are there like a brother-sister bond, or is there sisters?
We
You know,
have-
this is it's a group deal. It's kind of like Heidi and call it. It's a group deal. You know, take one, you got to take
Yeah,
one.
we do have a pair of beautiful kitties that are bonded that need to go together, Mr. and Peachy. So they do have
Okay.
a special adoption fee of only $100 for both.
Okay, well, why don't we try and pull out Toast and see if we can get Toast a home. So typically, do you take cats all the time, or do you ever take any dogs?
I've never taken dogs. It's,
No?
it's always been cats.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my bulldog seems to have some issues with other dogs. She's
cute.
full of bold personality, but she loves kitties. Honest to goodness, she absolutely
Yeah.
adores being around cats and kittens.
Yeah.
And she's always been good with them.
We were talking about naming the cats earlier before the interview, and you're saying that your kids, you were deciding, and you put a poll out there to suggest what name suits best, but that's a cute idea. But naming your kitten or naming your animals, it's a big deal. It's like having a baby, you know? You have to identify with that name. Look at her. She's just trying to get it out. So this is Toast in Heidi's arms, and Toast is 10 weeks old?
Approximately 10 weeks
10
old.
weeks
Yeah.
old. She's not, she doesn't have her shots yet.
First
She's
set.
her first set of
Yeah.
shots. $125, $25 refunded after she gets her second set of shots? Is
No,
that
after she's spayed.
After she's spayed.
It's just
I'll
like
get
a
it
deposit on spaying or neutering,
Okay.
basically.
Well, thank you very much. Now let's just highlight this fundraising event one more time on August the 14th, if you would.
Yes, it's August the 14th. I just want to say Samantha Farah organized this event. She did amazing, and she's very ill, so unfortunately she wasn't able to be here
okay, that's
today, but just wanted to say that, she really did an amazing job.
Thank you.
But yeah, it'll be at 254 Letcher from 10 till 2 on Saturday. It's
Okay.
a great family event. There's tons of stuff to do.
That's awesome. And there's big blow-up slides and
Yes.
food and catering and whatnot and animals to adopt. Thank you very much. We love the work that your organization does. We're here to support you every step of the way, and we hope that you are going to support TAAG in this very important event to get a kitty a home. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Okay, did you get everything out there?